Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a twin flame reading. So this is going to be a pick your own message type of a reading. I'm going to do 3 different piles here today. So you guys can choose 1, 2, or 3. You guys can choose the entire reading, or you guys can just choose, pile 1 and 3, 1 and 2, however you guys want to do it. So there's no rules here. So this is going to be from the Divine Feminine's perspective because that's just the way that I channel. So just want to let you guys know I will go ahead and timestamp everything so that way you guys don't have to wait through all the shuffling process. And so how we're going to select the cards is going to be a little bit different today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share with you guys what I am using and why I'm using it as I shuffle. And I've already pre-shuffled everything, but I'm just going to kind of give everything a little bit of a, it's just fresh energy splash. So we have the Rorig Tarot, which is going to talk about our current connection with our Divine Masculine, where things are currently at this specific time. So just a little bit there. And I'm going to combine these messages here. I'm going to take 3 cards from this for the connection. And I'm going to combine it here with the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. And I'm just going to kind of see what's going on with the romantic dynamic there. Okay. All right, and this one right here, this is the Power of Love cards by James Van Praagh, and this is going to talk about just kind of like the challenges, the current challenges and lessons that we need to learn. So I'm going to take one for the Divine Feminine and Masculine. This is the Wild Wisdom Fairy Oracle cards by Lucy Cavendish, and this is going to be how the Divine Masculine is viewing or feeling towards the Divine Feminine at present. I wanted to get a picture of the Divine Masculine's mind when he thought about the Divine Feminine using the Oracle of Vision cards by Chiro Marchetti. Fuck, I'll never get his name right. So yeah, that's what we're going to use for this. And these right here are the Wisdom of the House of Night cards by P.C. Cast and Colette Baron Reed. And this is going to talk about the hopes and the fears of the Divine Feminine and Masculine. Oracle of Mermaids by Lucy Cavendish is going to be how the Divine Feminine is viewing or feeling towards her Divine Masculine. Mother Mary, Queen of Angels by Doreen Virtue is going to be healing energies that we need to work with in order to heal things within ourselves and within this connection, or just even healing energies that the divine is suggesting that we send to our Divine Masculine. A lot of people ask me that, what can I do? And this would be a good category for this. The Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine are going to indicate possible future energies. I'm going to draw 3 cards from this per position. So future energies of the Divine Feminine and Masculine's connection, or twin flame connection. And this also indicates seasons, so we could be talking about timing as well. And I'm not reading reversals in anything today. I'm using the Guardian Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine for advice. And I'm going to combine this, of course, with the Whispers of Love cards. Right here. And there's one deck that I forgot to pull out. I have it here. It's called the Sacred Rebels deck by Alana Fairchild. And that is actually going to go, I'm going to pick one message from that deck that's going to go with the future energies. I forgot to include that for some reason. I had it here. So future energies of the connection between the Divine Feminine and Masculine. And then these right here, heart-shaped cards, are from Tony Carmine Salerno. They are called the Lover's Oracle. And this is actually what I'm going to do is pull one card. It's just going to be a message about our twin flame connection from the universe, just a special message. But I'm also going to be using these as markers for picking which pile you would like to select. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and set those aside. And let me grab this one that fell. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do these right here on the side. So let me do that real quick so I can build my piles. actually. Hold on for a second. I'm doing this out of order. Here we go. Okay, so this is going to be for stack 1 right here. This is going to be for stack 2. And now I'm working on stack 3. All right, here we go. So you guys can just either pick stack 1, 2, or 3 just by simply the number or looking at the stacks, or I'm going to go ahead and pull a card. So we have for stack 1, forgiveness. So maybe you want to pick this card for a reason. Forgive and forget. Life is too precious to waste. Maybe that's something that's just really important to you at this present time. Maybe this is something that you know that you just have to do with your twin flame connection. Okay, so for stack 2, you got to look inside yourself. You got to examine what is causing you to feel this way. So maybe you're just doing some really deep work at this present time. And this is for number 3. We have friendship. It says nurture the bonds of this friendship. So you may just be, really connected to your divine masculine when it comes to the friendship level of things. You could just be really feeling that connection with your divine masculine in that way. So that could be why you choose that. So stack 1, 2, or 3. You guys make your decisions there, and then we'll go ahead and go with the reading. So I'm just going to set some of these cards aside where they're out of the way. Okay. So I'm going to set these aside over here. So if you chose stack 1, we have forgiveness. You got to forgive and forget. Life is just too precious to waste. Okay. So this is where you are currently at when it comes to this twin flame connection. I'm not reading reversals, remember? And this fan is on and it's just like blowing things, but it is what it is. Okay, so if you chose stack number 1, the 5 of Cups literally is a card of disappointment and sadness when it comes to love. Now we have the 6 of Cups though as well. So this is definitely a connection. It's a soul connection. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you feel like you're in a twin flame connection. And I'm getting here with this, that this is a confirmation that there's definitely a deep soul level connection going on here. This is a connection that has ties to the past, familiarity. You feel this soul connection when you're with this person. But this connection right now doesn't go without some sort of sadness, disappointment, and pain, which is why we have the forgiving and learning card that comes through here. But as we heal and release the past, we experience more love in our present moments. So we must go into this energy, which is why we have forgiveness that came through with this section here, or this stack. So we really must work on forgiveness. We have the moon card that comes here. You could be dealing with a Pisces for some of you. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, because there's a crab usually on this as well. But we could just be dealing with a water sign in general. But the moon is really about darkness, like illusion, things that are not of the light. And I don't mean that in like it's an evil type of a way. I'm saying like things are not illuminated like the sun. Things are in the dark. We're unsure. We have to trust or rely on our intuition when it comes to this connection. So the thing is that what we're seeing in the outside world may not mirror what we feel inside. We feel this amazing connection, yet we're not seeing anything happening in the 3D world. We're not seeing our twin flame come towards us. We're not seeing this connection. We're feeling this connection, but we're not seeing any evidence of this connection. It's like we've hit a brick wall. There's a wedge that is in our path now. It's blocking us. But the 5 of Cups is an energy of you choose to look at it the way that you choose to look at it. If you choose to look at things in the way of things are shit, things are crappy, I'm brokenhearted, I'm never going to get past this, it's never going to work, that's what you're going to focus on. That's what you're going to continue to attract to yourself. Or you can choose to look at these cups that are still there. There's still a connection. There's still something good about this connection. You may not be together with your divine masculine, but there's still something good here. There's still potential for growth. There's an opportunity for something. There's an opportunity, and you want to know what that is? It's for forgiving and learning. This is a lot of the reasons that we come together with a twin flame, is for unconditional love. And one of the only ways that we can get there is if some fucked up shit happens, and we really have to go deep within ourselves and forgive and learn the son of a bitch that really hurt us deep down into the core. And that is what forces us to get into that twin flame unconditional love experience. And that's what it's all about. So anyways, that's just what's coming through for this current connection if you're identifying with stack number 1. So a lot of forgiveness, a lot of learning, a lot of unknowingness, a lot of things that are just kind of in the dark at this present time. The evidence is there because you feel it, but you may or may not be seeing it right now in the physical world. And that's a little bit of an issue. So you've got to shift your focus. You've got to shift your focus on the positive rather than focusing on the negative, is what's coming through there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at, these are the challenges for growth. And this is the power of love that it takes in order to change these energies. This is for the divine masculine. We have empathy. The divine masculine may not be able to feel empathy right now. Okay, you could be in a lot of pain. This divine masculine may not be able to identify with your pain because he is not in that frame of, he's just not in that way within himself. Maybe he's very hardened, he's got walls up, whatever the situation is. But this is telling you, or the divine masculine, you feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. But this is a challenge for him. He's having a hard time understanding you. He's having a hard time understanding your emotions. So he's having a hard time just identifying with your emotions and how you feel at this present time. So that's where he's currently challenged. That's where he's currently blocked at this present time. And it may take him in the form of another experience, perhaps another person, to learn this lesson in empathy, so that way he can have it for you. For the divine feminine, we have action. It says you have the courage to express the unique living colors of your soul. So what her current challenge is right now is action, her taking action. So she's lacking taking action when it comes to her own expression. So yes, this of course could be in a loving way towards her divine masculine, but I'm getting that this divine masculine is probably reserved away from her at this present time because he does not understand her. He does not understand why she is feeling so wounded. He doesn't understand why she is, he just doesn't understand exactly how she is feeling because he can't identify. He's not there with her at this present time. But I'm getting this is more about action when it comes to your own expression, creativity, having the courage to express yourself from your soul, the colors of your soul. And so this may be a time where the divine feminine is really needing to jump into her own inner strength and her own inner growth and do something that she's always wanted to do. And she may be so wrapped up in the pain of this that she's not able to now take action when it comes to her own dreams and her own growth at this time. So that's just what's coming through for them. So very interesting. So now we're going to move on here into how the divine masculine is viewing his divine feminine at this present time. We have the gift. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that the divine masculine may look at the divine feminine right now as he does know that there's something special. He knows that there's a specialness with this connection. Okay, he's feeling it. He does see the gift in it somewhat. But what I'm getting here more than anything is that this is something that's going to grow with time. This is something that has potential. So I'm getting that he recognizes this connection in his own way. And he realizes that there's potential for something. Even if he's not choosing it right now, I'm getting that he feels the potential in it. There is something that he can't completely discount. He can't completely discount this connection is what I'm getting really. And the images of his mind when he thinks about his divine feminine, right here. This is the yin and yang here. This is about balance. So the image that he gets at this present time when he thinks about his divine feminine or this connection is that he's not balanced enough for it. He's just not feeling ready for it. Okay, that's why I feel like we have growth and potential that come through with this card. There is this offer to have this connection, but he's not feeling like he's 100% ready to have this connection with his divine feminine. So this is about him getting more in alignment with this energy here. And I'm getting here that energetically, because this is a yin and yang symbol here on the chest, is that the more the divine feminine works on herself, the more that she puts time and energy into her own healing, it energetically balances out the divine masculine to where he sees the true gift of this connection and starts to embrace it and really, really sees the potential. Okay? Okay, so these right here are what his hopes are and his fears are for this connection. His hope is movement. His fear is choices. So what I'm getting here is that his hope is to move forward at some point in time. I'm getting here that he does see the potential of this connection. It may not be right now because he is still trying to balance something. It could be that he's trying to balance his energies out within another situation that he's involved in. Maybe he knows he needs to make a move and get out of that connection so that way you guys can have some kind of a connection together. It could be that for some of you. It could just be that he is really wanting to just have a fresh new start and move forward in a new direction with the two of you. Okay? But what he fears, though, is the choices. He knows that he has to make this choice, though. So what I'm getting is stagnation, really. I'm getting stagnation. I'm getting a divine masculine who hasn't made a move towards his divine feminine. Because if he had, we wouldn't have this fear of choices. But this fear is coming through. He knows he needs to make a choice in order to make a move on this, and he's just not doing it, is what I'm seeing here. How the divine feminine views her divine masculine. Energy field adjustment. This is talking about he needs to be healed. She sees that he needs to be healed. She could also be seeing her divine masculine currently right now if he is doing energy work or he is, having that spiritual, enlightenment and he's growing in that way. She could be seeing him in that light to where he is growing. But what I'm getting for most of you is that you realize that he needs that energy cleanse or that energy adjustment or just like that healing. That's how you're viewing him. But you're also viewing him too. It's like you have your own hands around his energy. So you're sending him healing, loving light. So I'm also seeing that with the divine feminine is that you are nurturing your divine masculine with your healing energy. You're sending him love and strength when he may not have that right now. So what you're really hoping for? You're really hoping for structure with this obedience card. You're really hoping for things to be balanced. You don't want to go back into this connection if it's not balanced. So you're willing to hold out for this healing, okay? And what I'm getting here for the fear, belonging, as in, are we going to come together? Do we belong together? Is this connection real? Is this meant to be? I'm just kidding that there's that fear here coming through with this divine feminine for sure. So this is healing energy. These are healing things that we can either send our divine masculine or just healing energy that we could be radiating at with this connection, giving and receiving. This is literally about giving without expecting to receive. And I'm already seeing this with this divine feminine. She already gives to her divine masculine without expecting a damn thing in return. And so this is very healing is what I'm seeing here for the divine feminine. Just keep giving regardless of what you're getting back, because this is a twin flame connection. You unconditionally love your divine masculine. You want him to be happy with or without you. You accept where you guys are at on this twin flame journey. You are lending him your strength on this journey. You are giving to him even though you may not be receiving anything at this present time. What I'm getting here is to jump into that energy of giving rather than fuck that. I'm not giving anymore until he makes a move or he does this or he does that. That is defying the entire reason to have a twin flame connection in this lifetime. So if that's how you're feeling, then you may not be on track with what twin flame connections really are. Twin flame connections are about loving somebody so unconditionally despite what they're doing or not doing with or without you or to you or whatever it is. That's where true unconditional love comes from, is all that supersedes, all that crap, all that ego, all that fear, all that 3D crap. It supersedes, like your love for this person supersedes all that shit and you're able to give to them anyways. Okay? So these are possible energies for the future. Beautiful. Okay. All right, so what we have here is we have fire and water. So this could pertain to you or be a special message for you if you are a fire and water sign, divine masculine or feminine, or if you guys have fire and water in your chart. But it does not have to mean that, okay? This is talking about future energies. The the Prince of Spring is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the most confident, driven, take action knight in the entire tarot deck. This is about feeling passionate, feeling revived, and wanting to go towards this connection. So I'm seeing that somebody is wanting to go towards this connection, and they're doing it because they're feeling better. They're feeling more confident. They're feeling like they have the drive now. This Ace of Summer to me is literally about spiritual awakenings. It is also about self-love. We've taken the time to love ourselves. We've taken the time to do our healing. So we're feeling much better now, okay? I really feel like this is the divine feminine's energy. Even though it says the prince, I feel like this is her. This King of Winter here, this is somebody who is still maybe just kind of in their logical mind, kind of still frozen. They need to thaw. So we have against the grain coming through. We got to go against the grain. This is an uphill battle. It's a little more difficult than we had anticipated. So what I'm getting for this energy overall is that where it currently is that we're kind of up against a wall. So it's like now we're having to go against the grain now. Now it's a little more challenging. We're willing to do the work though. We've done our own work. We've done our own healing. We're feeling really good. And so now because we're feeling so good, now we can lend this strength and this energy to our divine masculine. So we're going against the grain. We're going against time here. Okay? Things may not be happening right now with this connection, but we're working towards it anyways. Even if it's hard, even if we're not getting back what we're putting in, we're still pushing forward is what I'm getting with this connection. So I'm just getting that the King of Winter could be, for some of you, the timing. You have this energy going on now. This is spring going into summer. You're feeling good. It may take your divine masculine till winter time of this year, or when the seasons change, when things get cold again, that he may have that also get on board with this awakening and energy with you. That's what I'm getting here. But I'm getting just continue to go against the grain. Even if you're getting the no's or the fears or it's not happening or whatever, you've got to go against the grain. You cannot let this fear stand in your way of this connection. This is message from Spirit here for advice. Oh, I love it. We have the successful completion card, which is the World. It's the very end of the major arcana. So this is telling us literally, this is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job that you have done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you're going to begin a new journey. But for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. This is the end of a cycle. This is the end of a decade, the end of an era, whatever it is between you and your divine masculine. It's beautiful. And we have slow, simple acts of kindness. Now, did you see that word slow? So they're telling you this is slow progress. This isn't quick, fast energy. It may be quick and fast for your own healing divine feminine because you came through as that Knight energy of Wands, fire. You may successfully complete your healing, okay? And now, because you're feeling so good, you are able now to lend this kindness to your divine masculine. So this is Spirit's way of telling you, pat yourself on the back. You've done a great job. Now you begin a new journey. So it's almost like what I'm getting here is that the journey that you were on before was a journey of self-healing. And now you're really on the twin flame journey. You're able now to love your divine masculine unconditionally. You're able now to be able to send him that healing, loving light that you maybe were having a hard time doing before. That's amazing. And this is a special message from the universe about this connection. Answered prayer. Your prayer will be answered. So whatever you're praying for, Spirit is telling you when it comes to this connection, you are going to have your prayer answered. It's beautiful. So I hope that you guys resonated with those first messages if you chose number 1. Now, if we're going to go into messages for number 2, or if you chose the image or the card, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. What is causing you to feel a certain way? Well, let's take a look. What is the current energies of your twin flame connection? Wow, this is major energy, all major arcanas here. So we have major shifts happening here. When I see the Judgment card, this means karma. It means lesson learned. It means people are reviewing how they were in the past. They're getting rid of shit that no longer works for them. And the Empress is about divine feminine energy. So I'm getting, if you've chosen number 2, you have looked inside of yourself. You've done the work, or this is where you're currently at in this twin flame connection. This is about you, divine feminine. It's not that it's not about your divine masculine, but I'm getting that you are taking the time to review your past actions, your past thoughts, everything that has happened, and you are cutting ties with it in a healthy way. You're no longer allowing it to hold you back. You want to grow. You want to prosper as the Empress. You want to feel good in the Empress's energy. You want to create. You want to be in abundance. You don't want to be in the state of lack and hanging on to old crap that no longer serves you. So I'm just getting, when it comes to this connection in the, in the current energies right now, people are taking time to cut ties with things and things that they've been doing for quite some time that just aren't working for them. They're cutting ties. They're ending things. They're saying goodbye to relationships, or the karmic relationships, because I also get karmic from Judgment card too. Karmic cycles are coming to an end. People are realizing that they need to let go, and they're doing this by looking deeply inside of themselves and really asking themselves, what am I doing here? What's going on here? Okay. So this is about your own healing, and it's also about outside relationships or just thoughts that are no longer serving you. But I'm getting that it's definitely very connected to the divine feminine. That's what I'm getting here with this. Okay. Yep. And this calls in your soulmate, calls in your twin flame. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you and your divine masculine together. The reason why is because you are shifting out of this energy of hanging on, any old residual crap. You've taken the time to do the soul work. You've reviewed things. You realize that you're seeing things very clear now. And because you're seeing things clear, you're vibrationally so high and so clear with your energies to where now everything that you're concentrating on, you're literally calling back in the soul of your divine masculine. You are calling for his awakening is what I'm getting. The Judgment card is also a card of awakening. So I'm getting this big time here. A current awakening could be taking place with the divine masculine. Beautiful. Okay, so now let's take a look at the current challenges for growth. So this is the power of love to heal things. For the divine masculine, we have cooperation. It says, in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value, cooperation. So what I'm getting from this for the divine masculine is that he needs to realize that every single thing that's in his life, or every person that is in his life or experience that he has had, has been for a reason. Okay. So rather than holding on to old pain and crap that he's, maybe holding on to, it's about realizing that everybody has played a part in this situation for his soul growth and development as a person, as a human being, as a man, as a divine masculine, all those things. So it's about making peace with that. So this is what I'm getting for the divine masculine. And the reason that it's green is because it's heart chakra energy. He may be holding on to past disappointments and past pain, and may not be cooperating with spirit, as in this was necessary for your growth. You're not a victim. This was a great teacher for you. This experience that you went through, you're not a victim. This was a lesson for you. So I'm getting that the divine masculine may be currently challenging the universe or life at this present time, and basically being upset with the things that have happened to him. He may feel like a victim at this present time. For the divine feminine, we have priorities. This is talking about you understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. Priorities. So I'm not really feeling that message so much, just the keyword priorities. What I'm feeling from this is that the divine feminine here, she may not be making certain things a priority. Her own love, her own importance, her own dreams, things like that. She may be placing too much importance on her divine masculine. May not be making priorities for her own self-care and her own self-love. Now, I do see this divine feminine though. She has done the work. She has gone through letting go. So it may not be really connected to her own like her own divine masculine. I'm just getting more priority for herself in order to do more with herself on this journey. That's what's coming through. Realizing it's not just about the connection, it's also about something that she wants to do with her life, some sort of dream, some sort of creative pursuit possibly that she wants to do. It's about getting into the priorities, prioritizing her schedule, prioritizing her life and her connections and her relationships, prioritizing how she interacts with her divine masculine on an energetic level, making sure it doesn't take away from her priorities of the things that she has to do. There's the message. It took a minute to get it. So this is how the divine masculine views his divine feminine at this present time. Oh my gosh. This one here talks about, it's called the Greenman's Bride. This is a sacred union, a commitment ceremony, maturing into a deep relationship. How he views his divine feminine. He may view her as somebody that he wants to have a major commitment with, as in a marriage. He also views this as being sacred. It's special to him. It's special to him. He wants a deeper commitment, but what I'm getting is maturing. He may not feel like he is ready for this connection at this present time. He may be doing work on himself still. So it's almost like when he is feeling mature and ready, it's like he wants that with his divine feminine. The pictures of his mind when he thinks about her. Oh yeah, this is something about words, memories, things that were said in the past. There could be something where we're talking about maybe he is just thinking or just kind of raking himself over the coals of what he said to the divine feminine. Maybe he told her the complete opposite of how he feels about her. Maybe he was not able to express to her how sacred or how special she was to him. And maybe he didn't express that to her. Maybe there's some kind of communication that she put towards him that he never responded to. And so it's like that's kind of frozen in time and hanging in the air. But the memories remain is what I'm getting. He remembers his divine feminine. He thinks about his divine feminine, even if she doesn't think he does. These are the things that he hopes for, and these are the things that he fears. Okay, so what I'm getting with this divine masculine, the warrior, what he hopes for is to be able to become that king for his divine feminine. Plain and simple. I just saw it with this card here. This is about, I want to be more mature for this connection. I know it deserves all of my focus. Not all. I hate to even say that. It deserves more focus than I am willing or have to give at this present time. It deserves my mature, King of Cups energy, as in I'm ready for this emotional experience. The warrior, this is somebody who fights through the demons, through the battles, through the wars, everything that they've had to go through. Okay, so what he really hopes for is to be a warrior for her, to be that king for her. What he fears is the oath, which is the commitment that he can't live up to this. He can't live up to the sacred oath that they took. Plain and simple, that's what's coming through. So, and the thing is, it's like he may feel like he can't take that oath. He can't make that commitment. He may want the marriage, but may fear that he can't make the commitment. He can't take that oath. He can't take that step. This may be a divine masculine that fears marriage and commitment, institution of marriage, things like that. That's just what's coming through. Divine feminine, how you are viewing your divine masculine right now is very transparent. So being very transparent means that you may view your divine masculine right now as just being very genuine or honest or just authentic right now. Somebody who's very raw, somebody who you're just seeing right through. So that's just really what I'm picking up more than anything, is that you're seeing what's going on with your divine masculine. Maybe you guys are not in communication, but you're seeing him on social media. You're looking at his face, you're looking at his facial expressions, you're looking at his eyes, you're looking at the things and the words that he's saying, and it's so fucking transparent with how he is feeling and where he is and how he may be lost at this present time. It's so transparent, you can see right through the bullshit. You can see right through the bullshit of any materialism or any of the things that he's doing that's just like he's so fulfilled. You're seeing through it that maybe he is not. Okay? That's what I'm getting from that message. This is what you hope, and this is what you fear. You hope to be able to get out of this cycle with your divine masculine. You don't want to be trapped in this cage anymore. You don't want to be confined anymore when it comes to this connection, but you fear that you're not going to be able to close out this chapter, that you're going to be able to come to a healthy conclusion, that you guys are going to be able to finish the story that you began. That's what I'm getting more than anything. You want conclusion. It's not that you want closure. You want to keep writing the story. You began to write this story and you guys never had your fairy tale ending. And so I'm getting here that you fear that you're not going to get it. That's what's coming through. This is healing energies here to jump into, either that you can radiate in or that you can send your divine masculine. Integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. This is about living your own authentic truth. This is about doing things that are in integrity and in alignment for yourself. So it's about living or vibrating in that energy of integrity. That will be very healing for you and also your divine masculine. So if you are in a connection with your divine masculine, you're not together, maybe he is in a karmic relationship and he is asking you to basically partake in some kind of rendezvous. What I'm getting here is that what would be very healing for this relationship is for you not to go into that connection, not for you to forsake like your integrity in the situation. Think about everybody else that's involved too. Even if you hate the karmic, it doesn't matter. It's about acting with integrity. So this would be very healing for this connection here, if that resonated with you. These are energies of the future. Interesting, we have death that came up 2 times with this particular set. Let me bring it up. Remember, the death card came up earlier, and here it is again, but it's called release. So these are the energies of the future, and it's combined with this card here. Energies of the future are about destiny. It's about moving forward. It's about cycles ending. We also saw it with this card here. Let me just bring it up real quick. Judgment. This is about cycles, major cycles ending. The Wheel of Fortune is also about cycles ending too, but this is about fate. It's about destiny. It's about things that are moving forward, forward motion. We're moving forward. 3 of Spring literally is about 2 energies combined as one, working together as a team. So what I'm getting here is that the divine feminine and masculine, they may not be in each other's lives working together, coming together, but what I'm getting here is that energetically they are working towards the same goal, releasing, clearing, letting go of things that no longer serve them, so that way they can get on track with this destined connection, which is that Wheel of Fortune coming through. And we have seeing the true you. This is beautiful. 9 + 2, that's the number 11. So to me, this is a twin flame card that speaks of what you're seeing in your reflection. It's being reflected back to you. This is the mirroring that we do with our twin flame. So really what we're doing is we're releasing judgments about ourselves, because if you're judging yourself and you're hating yourself, you're hating your divine masculine, you're judging your divine masculine, you're getting rid of all this energy. You're working energetically towards a team. You're moving towards in a more positive direction. You're no longer willing to be delayed when it comes to this connection. You want to move forward with this connection. So that's just what I'm getting here for the future energies. I'm seeing people positively releasing things and moving forward, and seeing the true selves, seeing their true selves, and also seeing this connection for what it truly is. Advice from Spirit. Out with the old, in with the new. This is the Tower card, and this right here is advice from Spirit with the love. Out with the old, in with the new, Tower. It says heaven is showing you a sign that it is time to move in a new direction. That's exactly what I see here for the future. You guys are moving in a new direction. You're not staying stagnant, okay? And you're doing it together. So it also is talking about, often this is because you're not happy and feel a lack of purpose in your life. So this is a wake-up call to make the changes that match your heart's desire and spiritual truths. This is also the Judgment card too. We're no longer willing to be in situations that no longer serve us. We don't want to be in situations that we just know aren't right for us, so we get rid of them. We review our life. It's Judgment Day. It's time to get shit figured out. So I'm getting a lot of major shifts for this if you chose stack number 2. Take a chance on love. That's what people do. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So this is about jumping into the frequency of love, the frequency of unconditional love, the frequency of loving ourselves and loving each other. And this literally creates the shift that this connection needs in order to move to the next phase. And this is the special message from the universe. Mystery, all will be revealed in good time, so allow this mystery to unfold. Beautiful. So yeah, it's about a lot of reflection, releasing, clearing, and something good's about ready to happen. Okay, so when it comes to this connection here for number 3, these are the messages that we have. So we have friendship. So this is about a bond of friendship, or just a bond of the soul. So to me, I'm getting here that you have a great connection when it comes to a friendship with your divine masculine, or this could just be that you just have a bond that can never be broken. It's a twin flame connection. That's exactly what it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the energies for the connection right now. Okay, current connection. Interesting. Okay, so we have the star, which is telling us this is a spiritual connection. That's what it is. That's what the star is. This is about being divinely guided on this path and this journey, and it's about being protected by spirit. This connection is protected. I mean, all connections are protected. People are protected, but this is a specially guided spiritual connection. It's a twin flame connection. Prince of Wands, I'm getting as the divine masculine energy. He could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries, but he does not have to be. This is just a fiery person that is basically either here for spiritual growth, or they're really working on their spiritual side, or creatively making some sort of taking some sort of action, or building up their confidence in the world. And we're getting the end of cycles here, 10 of Swords. Now, what I am getting here for this connection, the divine masculine could have put these 10 swords in his divine feminine's back. Okay. And so they have been on this cycle now for quite some time, and I'm getting a cycle is ending for them. It could be that these feelings of codependency came up through this connection. It could be that the divine feminine, when they originally got together, could have been very codependent and had issues, or maybe the divine masculine did. They had addictions, whatever it is, and so something had to end within their connection. But this is present energy. I am picking up on past energies though, because what I'm getting here is that whatever pain was caused by this, whoever caused this pain, whoever put the knives in the back and decided to walk away and just be done, I'm getting that this cycle is coming to an end. The pain has been dealt with. The cycle, it could be number 10 is coming through for a reason. It could be for a reason. It could be, the number 10, the 10th month, 10 months, 10 days, 10 years. I don't know, something like that. But there's definitely this energy of it's time to cycle this shit. It's time to heal this. It's time to heal this thing that has been affecting us for so long, okay? But this is just about a fresh new start, starting over, starting from ground zero. But I'm getting that the divine masculine could still be dealing with something here and still needing to put an end to something in his own personal life when it comes to coming back together with his divine feminine, okay? So let's go ahead now and take a look at the challenges for growth for the divine masculine. Patience. It says you were able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. So the divine masculine could be currently very just like impatient when it comes to something. I mean, it could be anything. It could be his divine feminine. It could be his just his own journey at this present time. Okay, but he's having some sort of impatience. Maybe he is caught up in a situation or a cycle with another person, or just kind of like this shitty time in his life, and he's just getting really impatient. Like, when's my bad luck going to end? When is this heaviness going to end, this burden going to lift? And so what I'm getting here is that he has to go with universal timing. He has to go with the rhythm of life. He may be fighting against that right now. Divine feminine, peacefulness, something about her heart chakra here. So she right now may be challenged, feeling very peaceful at this present time. Maybe the pain that was caused by that 10 of Swords energy, that feelings of just being stabbed in the back. It says you recognize that balance. Kindness and love bring calmness to your soul. It also brings calmness to your own heart and to your divine masculine. So I'm getting that she may be feeling like she can't be forgiving, or she can't be peaceful when it comes to her energy when it's tapped into the divine masculine. So I'm just getting that she needs to still heal something in her heart chakra. How the divine masculine views his divine feminine. Interesting. What we have here is catch me, trust, surrender, leap of faith into the unknown. I'm getting here that he wants to take a new chance, or take a leap of faith with his divine feminine. I'm also getting here that he's starting to trust in how he feels about her. He's starting to surrender how he feels towards her. It's almost like he wants to rescue her for some of you. So if some of you are in a situation, he may feel like he wants to come to your rescue. That's just for some of you. But for most of you, I'm getting that it's almost like he wants you to catch him. It's like he wants you to rescue him. He wants you to bring him back to life. So he's trusting in this connection and surrendering to his feelings towards you, and wanting to take that leap of faith into the unknown. He has no idea. And this could also be for some of you that you haven't seen or spoken to your divine masculine in so long, and so literally this connection is unknown at this present time. How you feel about him is unknown, but it's almost like he is willing to move towards it and have some sort of connection with you, just to kind of see how that transpires. So when it comes to the thoughts in his mind, the pictures of his mind, we have this right here. So when he's thinking about you, divine feminine, what we have here, this is strategy. this is also, we have a bird, like a caged butterfly that he is releasing. So what I'm getting for some of you is that he may realize that he released you at some time, but there was a strategy to this. He may have not felt ready or up to the challenge of this connection. So what I'm getting here, it's kind of like he's just willing to go with the flow, willing to go with whatever life is willing to bring him when it comes to this connection, because we have this very trusting energy, kind of like it's unknown. I'm not sure. I'm just going to go ahead and release and let go. If it comes back to me, it's meant for me. I'm just getting this divine masculine is just kind of like throwing caution to the wind. He's not really sure. It's like he's letting go, but he's also strategizing at the same time is what I'm getting here. So I'm getting this divine masculine is kind of like caught in between both of those energies, trying to come up with the plan, but also letting go and just surrendering at the same time. It's very strange. So what he is hoping for and also what he is fearing. Okay, so what he is hoping for is beauty. This is about just the beauty of this connection, the beauty of that feeling of love. That is what I'm getting for this. So it's like he is really looking to just have that connection, that beautiful connection, to rekindle that beauty within this connection with his divine feminine. I'm also seeing that it's like he views his divine feminine as being, very physically beautiful, and he wants to connect with the beauty of her and her soul once again. What he is fearing, though, is vision. And what this is, so it's interesting because this is the moon to me. The moon is here again. We could be talking about a Pisces here, but the vision card is telling us about what our inner knowingness, our inner intuition. What he may be fearing is what he is intuitively thinking. He may be dreaming about his divine feminine. He may just know certain things, and he may be fearing that he's wrong or that he's delusional or that, I don't know, just some kind of like it's like he's feeling it, but he's discounting it at the same time. So I'm seeing that this divine masculine is very conflicted at the moment with how he feels towards his divine feminine and what he should do about it. That's what I'm getting here. How the divine feminine sees her divine masculine. We have sisterhood. Well, he's obviously not seeing her as a sister, but what I'm getting from this is that she may see her divine masculine with friends right now. Friends and family or groups are socializing. This is very Three of Cups energy to me. This talks about friendships, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. She may be seeing her divine masculine in a social atmosphere to where he's having a good time and he's spending a lot of time with groups and friends, or having some sort of recognition. For her hope, what she wants, she just wants to take a risk. She wants her divine masculine to also take that leap of faith that came up here. We have two cards that show literally somebody who is just taking a risk and just going towards something. So she wants him to take a risk. She also wants to take a leap of faith. But what she fears is that it's too rigid, that it's just been too long, that it's dead, that it's over, that it's too hard, that he feels nothing for her anymore, that he's too rigid, that he can't change, that he can't soften up. That's just what I'm getting here for this. Healing energies here, mercy. This is about literally being forgiving towards your divine masculine. This is about whatever you're feeling. Maybe this is your own rigid feelings here. Maybe this is your own unforgiveness. And this is about literally getting to the mercy of this, the forgiveness in your soul towards your divine masculine, having more mercy on him and also with yourself, with anything that may have transpired that just has created almost like all this wall that has been built up between the two of you. Future energies. Future energies, we have the Five of Spring, we have the Eight of Winter, and we also have the Justice card. And then we have this card here, the Sacred Rebels. Okay, so what I'm getting here is definitely some challenges for the future. The Five of Spring is the Five of Wands, which literally means that we are feeling kind of challenged. We're feeling like we're not sure. We're not sure if this is something that's going to work. And so we have the Eight of Winter, which is somebody that feels like they're stuck, but it's only in their head. It's the way that they're thinking is what's creating this challenge, is what I'm getting here. So Justice is literally about weighing the scales and really reviewing things carefully. And then once we do that, we make a move, because now we have the beginning, a fresh new start after the storm, because this has been stormy. These energies have been challenging so far that have come up. So now what we're seeing here is after the storm, after all this, we get this fresh new beginning. So I'm seeing a fresh new start and beginning for this divine feminine and masculine, but it's after much balancing of their energies and working on themselves that they come back into balance with each other so they can have that fresh new start. Advice from the universe. Advice from Spirit when it comes to this connection. 2 of thought. This is telling you, your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. They've noticed that you're not moving forward. You're in this energy here, 8 of Winter. You're struggling. Okay, so it says you have multiple options that you're reviewing. Interesting. We're reviewing. Okay, it's coming up here. And it says you seem to be unable to choose. You got to ask your angels for the signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. Deep down, you know what to do. So this is telling you to trust. Ask for signs, trust the divine, trust yourself when it comes to making this decision. You can't be logical about this decision either. This is about taking your logical side out of it and going within, trusting your intuition, trusting your emotions, your gut, your psychic visions, that sort of thing. And then what we have here, though, is do something for someone else in the meantime. Maybe try not to focus so much on your divine masculine, because he has healing to do, you have healing to do. There's work that needs to be done. So we might as well focus on ourselves for one, and also do things for other people. Demonstrate love to other people on this twin flame journey. It's not just about your divine masculine. It's about demonstrating love towards yourself and also other people too, because this puts you in the vibration of love, healing, forgiveness, and unconditional love, which is what you want. Okay? Sorry, I just have my cat here that wanted to crawl on the keyboard. And the last card to end up this reading, this is a special message from Spirit in regards to this connection. We have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. So the more that you accept, and what I'm getting here, that this is a twin flame connection, that this is a spiritual connection, and something that you chose to be in with your divine masculine, transformation can occur. It's also about trusting in divine timing, trusting that there's a higher purpose for everything that has gone on so far within your connection. So anyways, I really hope that you guys got something special from that, something healing. Thank you so much for, viewing this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.